Premier Mark Brantley recently provided one of the clearest explanations on the issues of the funds derived from the Citizenship by Investment program, as he indicated that they are not yet near an equitable distribution of the resources. Speaking at a recent press conference, Premier Brantley said the Nevis Island administration received so far an amount of $260 million out of the CBI resources. While useful for the development of Nevis, Brantley reiterated his position that Nevis has to receive an equitable share of the CBI resources.
Whilst we are absolutely grateful that we've received something, we continue to make it very clear that this is nowhere near a fair share of the CBI resources that we have always said should be shared equitably. And I don't say equally, because St. Kitts is much bigger than Nevis. We can't expect an equal share, but we expect an equitable share. And the Prime Minister knows that. I think the Cabinet knows that. I think we've been very clear. In fact, the Charlestown Accord that formed the basis of Team Unity spoke in terms to the CBI proceeds being shared on a pro rata population basis. And since Nevis has 1/3 of the Federation's population, then one would expect that 1/3 of the monies would flow. In fact, when we have done the math, less than 10% of the money from the Citizenship by Investment program is flowing. And I think that that has to be said, because it is no secret, and I'm not in the business of secrets. I'm a public servant, and I'm here to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So the situation, I have said, is way better than it has ever been. But way better doesn't mean that there's not room for further improvement. And I think that all my colleagues in St. Kitts understand that there has to be continued improvement in the relationship.
The Premier indicated, however, that the funds have been used on an array of development projects, including road reconstruction, the Mundo Athletics track, the water taxi pier at Wally, the CCCTV Center, the new Treasury building, the electricity generators for Nevlec, as well as for the payment of public servants during the pandemic period. But he said when placed in context, the amount received is not a large amount.
We have to be realistic when we look at this, and these numbers when thrown around, they sound spectacular. When assessed, we're really not talking about a lot of money in the context of 7 years and in the context of a country where billions, with a B, of dollars have flowed in to Bastia as a direct result of the Citizenship by Investment program. So I just hope that that helps to clarify some of the concern. But the number of 371 million is inaccurate. It is not true. The NIA has never received $371 million. A lot of that money was money spent that benefited Nevis but never came to the NIA.
At the last Prime Minister's press conference, there was indication that the federal government and the Nevis Island administration will review how the resources are allocated. Glenn Barrett reporting for SK Newsline.